Florida man pled guilty to federal charges of threatening to kill Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, according to the Department of Justice. Palm Beach Gardens resident Paul Vernon Hofer, 60, pled guilty to interstate transmission of threats to injure in federal court in Fort Pierce, the DOJ stated. He faces up to 15 years in federal prison. In March of 2019, Hofer called the office of the Speaker, stating that he had come a long way to rattle her head with bullets and threatened to behead her. The DOJ also stated that he had called Ocasio-Cortez's office in November 2020 and left a message threatening to kill her. According to the Justice Department, he also called Chicago District Attorney Kim Foxx, threatening to kill. I don't think I've ever heard of that lady before. The 60-year-old also threatened to form a civilian army for all-out war in some of the calls, according to NBC News. The news comes during a time where lawmakers have become increasingly concerned for their safety, following both impeachments of former President Trump and the attack on the Capitol building over 1 year ago. Threats to members of Congress have increased over the past few years. Capitol Police Chief J. Thomas Manger said they rose from 3,900, in 2017 to 9,600 last year. So they've increased by almost 3 times as many threats in the last 4 years, according to him. A group of pro-Trump supporters stormed the I'm not going to keep rereading this. We all know what happened on that day. Some could be heard in video from the day chanting "Hang Mike Pence" after the former president tweeted that Pence had the ability to overturn the 2020 election results. So this is obviously a mentally ill individual. I mean, if you're talking about forming an all-out militia of civilians in calls that he's making, you know this is someone that is not well off in the mental department, as one could say. So I'm glad he's pleading guilty. Hopefully they put him in jail forever. And I've been very consistent about this. I think Pelosi is a terrible politician. I would have no problem seeing her lose her seat. Not even just being speaker no more, which is what apparently is going to happen after this election cycle, but also just no longer being in the House. I'd really like that. But you cannot threaten these people in any way physically, because it's not right. And I just try to be consistent. I wouldn't like someone threatening politicians that I like. So when someone threatens the ones that I don't like, you can't stand for it, because if the U.S. allows people to talk that way about lawmakers, right, it just becomes another third world country.